Hello, my bit's Toycat, and by the time I finish talking about how I'm finished talking about this intro, you may have noticed that I'm not using a very serious class in this game. And I think that's to summarise my point that I'm not playing. Well, I'm going to be playing Modern Warfare 2 every now and then, but I'm not going to be recording Modern Warfare 2 again. So this is the last game Modern Warfare 2 on my channel ever. So I thought I'd emphasise it by fucking about more than I usually do, because usually in my videos I just have one little fuck about point, but in this I just started to go all out. Fuck about with my primary, fuck about with my secondary, fuck about just, as much as possible. Also hardline pro painkiller for the win. Okay, but on to the topic I actually wanted to discuss in this last Modern Warfare 2 game ever commentary. Though actually first I'm going to say, once again interrupting myself, but first I'm going to say, you may be wondering what this all red stuff on the side of the video and then the IBX and the time and all that shit is. Basically, because I record this in a really low quality, so when you look back at it after Modern Warfare 3, you'd be like, shit man, Modern Warfare 2 looks really shit, and then you'd agree with me that this game is horrible, and I like Modern Warfare 3 better. I mean, I don't care how bad it is, I'm going to like it better, but basically, I just decided to record the thing in a low quality, but make it widescreen, so people didn't, just think, it's, I don't know, recorded with a rock, or something. So, to fill out the space, I just had a red background. Decided to put the IBX logo in the bottom left, which you can click on to subscribe. No, it might just if you can click on it, it would lead to my channel. And then the bottom right, there's the time, which I played this at, which is 2 days before I record the commentary, and probably like a day before this goes up. So, just throwing that one out there. Also, I missed Leak by like 10 seconds. Wouldn't that be awesome if I recorded the gameplay like a minute earlier? Blame fucking host migration. Or NoobTubes, or Ghost. But on to the topic I actually wanted to talk about today, because I've been sort of ignoring that, and it's 2 minutes in, so you're probably gone now. But but I wanted to talk about the role that Modern Warfare 2 will have in the future. Because I mean, let's face it, are we really gonna come back to it? Like, how many people are gonna come back to this? That's the question that is on everyone's mind, except mine. Also, this is a nice Predator, though I'm probably like 10 seconds behind, but but I want to just talk about all the COD's roles and how Modern Warfare 2 is not ever going to be important. And I'll obviously get proven wrong when it has a role, because it always does, but... So first of all, COD 4. COD 4 is the... Okay, let's start with COD 2, actually. COD 2 is the first COD that came to consoles, excluding, like, Finest Hour or something like that, but... Or Big Red one, actually, but, it's the first COD that, had multiplayer on consoles, and people love it because it's just the first time they'd experienced the Call of Duty low health, fast-paced gameplay, all that shit. And that's why people go back to it. It's nostalgia. It's nostalgia at its very best. COD 3 doesn't really have a role, let's be honest, but it does have jeeps and shit. It's not a good game, but COD 4 is the first game with leveling, first modern game, and it's just loved universally. You can go back to it, have fun. I mean, I didn't even play it back in the day. I played the campaign, but even though I just love the multiplayer more than any other game, it just has something about it that makes it so lovable. And even in the day, it wasn't hated as much as some people seem to think. But anyway, World at War. World at War was it's like the first Treyarch game with all the leveling, all that fun shit. And it was also the last game with World at War guns. World War 2. I mean, I'm getting World War 2 and World at War confused. And I fail history, even though I don't take history. But yeah, but World at War is just, COD 4, but with World War guns and Treyarch balancing, which means some people like it more than COD 4. Personally, I think it's a good game, just not as good as COD 4. And it's hacked as shit, so they're going to have to fix that for people to find more. But there's always people on it, even if hacking is the role it fills. But then Black Ops, I'm going to skip on with it too for a good reason. Black Ops, I mean, at the moment it's hated because of Ghost. I mean, that's the most pathetic. I'm not going to say the word pathetic, because people usually say it with a really angry tone, like, rah, I'm really fucking sad and fucking pathetic. But they just say it like that, and it's just like, ooh, I don't like it when people say that word. But I get sniped there. Fuck snipers. Actually, I probably didn't. But Black Ops, yeah. People after it's not the most recent COD, and therefore doesn't have people on it, because that's what ruins these games. People, if when people come back to this in 10 years, even though their servers... Actually, there's servers, they can stay online forever, right? But when people come back to, like, COD 4 and all that shit, they're going to be... Not COD 4, when people come back to Black Ops, they're going to think it's an amazingly designed game and it's fun as shit. Or maybe that's just me having a different opinion because I'm a cynical arsehole, but... Anyway, Black Ops, yeah, I think people are going to look back at that and it's going to be the best COD when you look back at it. That's just my opinion. I like I like balance. I like to... Maybe I just have a different need set than the rest of COD. But, Modern Warfare 3, I mean, that's going to be the most recent COD for the next year, so people are going to yell at that like shit anyway. But I don't think people are going to come back from Modern Warfare 2, because of all the reasons I just stated. Like, COD 2, 4, World at War, and then Black Ops are the ones that people are going to come back to. I just don't really think that... Because when you come back to this, there won't be as many people noob-tubing, but people... For instance, I'm going to go on there now and then and be like, look, no one's noob-tubing, let's noob-tube, and I'm going to start a chain reaction. So I just don't think it's going to be a fun game to be playing at the time. Maybe that's just me, but also with the if I haven't said this like 3 times yet, I am just fucking about, and that's why this is a bad KD game. I didn't want to go for a good one, so I played, I think, 3 games, 1 on sub-base, 1 on derail, and 1 on high-rise, so I just decided to use this one. I'm sorry if that angers you and you're like, I want to see the 40 plus KD that you usually... Actually, what's the best KD I've ever put on a YouTube video? Like 16? Anyway, good day, thank you for watching. I really just talk about nothing sometimes. But yeah, as you can see, I went like 22 and 8. It's 360p, so I can't even see the fucking numbers. But yeah, look how much quality. Modern Warfare 3, yeah, gonna be uploading some shit. If you wanna suggest some fun classes, I might just do a live session where I just use fuck about classes. Subscribe if you want to see Modern Warfare 3 Survive content, a Skyrim Let's Play, or anywhere in between the two, and otherwise just favourite video if you want. Or actually just do it. Favourite the video, done.